So friends, in this video we are going to talk about what is real motivation and how to be always motivated in your life to achieve your goals. So friends, my name is Gurpreet Singh. I'm a life coach and let's start this video. So whenever we talk about the word motivation, it means your desire to do something. Okay, you feel like doing something. You want to maybe go out and buy something for your family. You want to achieve your career goals. You want to study for your career. You want to go to a job, you want to earn money, you want to practice a skill, anything you want to do, it starts with the desire to do that particular thing. And usually we have seen a lot of people complaining that I don't have the desire to do this, I don't have the desire to do this, I don't want to do this, I am not motivated enough, and they keep procrastinating their goals, career goals, health goals. Okay, someone is not motivated to exercise, someone is not motivated to study, someone is not motivated to maybe improve the relationship. Why? Because the desire is lacking. So today we are going to learn about how to keep this desire burning, how to always keep your motivation on, and what is real motivation. So let's first study it on the basis of Maslow's theory of hierarchy, when he says that human beings have a pyramid of needs and it starts with the basic needs at the lowest point and the most, you could say, precious needs at the top, that is self-actualization. So let's start with your basic needs. So your basic needs is needs for food, clothing, shelter, intimacy, your need to survive, have your body hydrated, okay, functioning of your body, taking care of yourself. Those are your basic needs. Okay, now when people's basic needs are satisfied, they move on to other needs. Okay, so let's talk about simple motivation. Why do you eat food? So if I ask you why you eat food, you will say because I want to feed myself, I want to keep myself alive. So this is the longer goal which you need to achieve, or which you want to achieve by eating food. So let's talk about some short term goal what you achieve. Okay, you have a stomach ache, okay, and it's unbearable and you want to get rid of it, and that is because of hunger, so you will have food. Second is you have taste. Okay, whenever you have food, it is tasty and you like it and you feel pleasure, and that is why you have food. So two things. First is you want to get rid of your stomach pain because of your hunger, you want to satisfy that. Second is you want to satisfy your taste buds, you want to get pleasure from food. Okay, pleasure and pain, okay, relieving your pain, getting pleasure. These are the two major motives why human beings are operating. Okay, every now and then we are either operating to get pleasure, or we are either operating to relieve some pain. Okay, someone is eating food to have pleasure, someone is getting intimate with their partner to have pleasure, someone is going for a vacation to enjoy things to get pleasure. Okay, someone is drinking alcohol or smoking to get over their trauma, to get over their emotional pain. Okay, whenever people are motivated to do anything in their life, they are operating out of two things: either to mask their pain or to get pleasure. So suppose if I were to say, people have their intimacy needs with their partner and their only motivation at that point of time is pleasure. Suppose the element of pleasure is completely removed from intimacy, from sexual desire of any kind, you get no pleasure whatsoever. Will you still be motivated to perform? Will you still be motivated to indulge in intimacy? And my answer, according to me, would be an absolute no. Because your driving force is pleasure, and if there is no pleasure, there will be no person who will be motivated to do it. So your creator is an intelligent person. He wanted people to multiply, the world to grow, and wanted it to function. So that is why the element of pleasure was added, so that it can engage people to keep moving ahead and to keep the process of procreation going on. Second level of needs are the safety needs, where you want to feel secure emotionally, financially, secure your body, feel safe. So suppose your needs of food, clothing, shelter, basic needs were met with, okay, but you don't have safety needs. Maybe you are in a war zone where you have to always think about what will happen to you. Will you survive? Will you not survive? Still you will feel insecure. Okay. Second is safety needs. They are equally important in your life. It makes you feel whole. It makes you feel complete. Third level of needs are of love and belonging, that people tell you that they love you, people appreciate you, people are with you, they spend time with you, you communicate with them, you exchange ideas. So suppose you have food, clothing, shelter, you have a house, you have security needs, but there is no one to talk to, there is no one who loves you, there is no one in your family, there is no one you are surrounded with, then even then you will feel restless. You will feel that your needs are not met. Next comes your need of esteem, self-esteem, that you are respected and you are taken care of. Your confidence is being boosted by other people. And suppose you have all of the below, and then people around you don't appreciate you, don't acknowledge your effort, don't boost your morale, even then you will feel incomplete. And the last level of needs are your spiritual needs, self-actualization needs, where you are creative, you create things and you feel that enjoyment, you feel that pleasure, you feel that accomplishment by creating things. So when we talk about all the needs in the initial stages, they are external needs which require some other person or some other thing to come into your life and fulfill it. But when we talk about creativity or self-actualization, these needs are your internal needs and can be satisfied internally. So that is why many people who are very much in displeasure in their life is because they are running towards satisfying their needs of the lower level, and because they are not able to satisfy, and then they have a big disappointment, they are always unhappy in their lives. So yes, I agree, not everyone can become a monk, can always start striving for their self-actualization needs, but that should always be kept in mind, that that is your actual target in life. So if we talk about two types, major types of motivation, they are intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. When we talk about extrinsic motivation, that is from the outside, okay. Suppose you work, you do a job and you get a salary every month, and maybe you don't get salary for 3 months. Yes, your motivation will come down. Yes, it is an extrinsic motivation which you require in your life. Next is, you don't get increment. You are getting your salary every month, but your boss is not giving you increment, is not upgrading your role, is not giving you a new challenging role, is not giving you a higher pay salary. Even then your motivation will go down, because you always want that upgradation in your life, so that you feel important, so that you feel that you are taken care of, so that you feel you are worthy enough. Third type of extrinsic motivation is through punishment. So many people are motivated because of punishment. If you don't wear a helmet, you will be fined. If you don't wear a mask, you will be fined. If you don't perform in your school, then maybe your parents will get angry. If you don't do this, this will happen. All of this motivation, which is fueled by punishment or whatever you get in negative in exchange of it, you are motivated to do that because you want to avoid what? You want to avoid the pain. As I said earlier, human beings are motivated by two things. First is getting pleasure. Second is masking pain and avoiding pain in any circumstances. So now let's talk about intrinsic motivation. Now if we talk about intrinsic motivation, you are doing your job, you are getting your salary. The salary is maybe not much, but you enjoy your work, you like your work, you are passionate about your work, you are getting an opportunity to learn more, to become more, to grow more in your job profile, in your skills, and you enjoy the process. You are not just waiting for the end result, the reward or the salary or the increment or the appreciation for the boss. You are enjoying the process. You are enjoying every day of your work. You are enjoying meeting new people. You are enjoying handling challenges. And this is what comes from internally, that is called intrinsic motivation. So I would share with you some tips to always stay motivated in your life. Number one is that take one day at a time. One task at a time. Whenever you get up early in the morning, you have so many things to do, so many goals to achieve, so many people to meet, so much to do, and then you get confused. You are unable to set priority. You then procrastinate all of the things because you do not know what to start first. So before you sleep tonight, write it down on a piece of paper, that tomorrow what you want to achieve, what will be your goal for tomorrow. Just one goal, maybe not multiple goals, one goal, but you will give your 100% to that goal. You will wake up for that goal, so that you are prepared to sleep on time, so that you are prepared to get up on time. And because if you set small goals, specific goals, one goal at a day, you will always end your day with a big smile on your face, because you know that you have achieved your goal. You will not have any regret or remorse. So that is why take one day at a time. Don't think about what you want to do tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next month, next week. Just plan your day ahead, some hours before the next day. Start going ahead. The next thing is surround yourself with positive people. Okay, there are so many people in our lives, including in some cases our own family members, or your friends, relatives, so many other people, your colleagues, which put you down again and again. Those people who tell you that you cannot achieve your goal, whatever you are doing is senseless, whatever you are doing is directionless, you will not reach anywhere. These kind of people don't deserve to be in your life. So surround yourself with people who motivate you, who appreciate you, those who push you to achieve your goals and not demotivate you. Third tip I want to share is that create a dream board. Any place of your house, maybe your study table, your desk, or wherever you sleep, a small board, wherever you have a chart paper or you have written it in a sketch pen or a marker in different colors, that what you want to achieve, what you want to be, how you want to go ahead, what should be your goal, what should be your daily routine, what should be your diet, what should be exercise, what you want to avoid, so many things which you want to do. Write it down in front of your eyes. Whenever you are moving here and there at your house, you are able to see and being reminded of your goal again and again. Next tip I want to share is that reward yourself also. Don't be too harsh on yourself if you don't achieve your goal. Maybe if you fail a few times, don't say to yourself that you are a failure, you cannot achieve. You should be your best friend. Don't be your own critic. Don't try to put yourself down. Always talk to yourself positively, positive self-talk, and tell yourself that you are worthy enough to achieve any goal in your life. Today, maybe it was a failure, maybe it was lack of planning, that tomorrow I will bounce back with more energy than before. Next tip I would like to share is that visualize yourself achieving your goals. Okay, I'll talk about negative thoughts, negative visualization. Whenever you have fear in your mind, you are fearful that whether you will achieve this goal or not achieve this goal, or maybe you will fail, or maybe you go for this interview and you will not crack the interview, or maybe you meet this girl or guy and when you communicate your feelings, she will turn you down, and this picture starts going in your head. Okay, you are meeting the girl, you are telling her that you love her, and she says, no, I don't love you, I have someone else in my life. Or you go for the interview, the HR tells you that no, you are not fit for the job. You start imagining these things in your brain, and this is what makes you more vulnerable to failure. So now visualizing negative things can affect you negatively. Why not replace it by visualizing things which you want that they should happen in your life? Like the girl accepting your proposal, or you getting your job from the HR, or maybe something good happening in your life. And fill your brain, your mind, and feed it with positive visualization, and good chemicals would be released in your brain which will uplift your mood. And even if you fail, in spite of imagining victory, still you will be able to accept your defeat, not like a permanent address in your life, but just as a hurdle which can be passed easily and you can achieve more in your life. Last tip which I want to share with you to stay motivated always in your life will be that never ever compare yourself with anyone. Okay, you are unique, you are different, you have different capabilities. You and the other person were not born in the same family, with the same parents, with the same siblings, with the same environment, with the same financial status, with the same opportunity sets, weaknesses, strengths. Everything was different. Your goal is different, his or her goal is different, and your way of working or your way of pursuing your goal will be different. So accept that difference, accept that individuality, and respect yourself that you need not be compared with anyone. You have your individual journey and you want to live your life according to your goals. So friends, this is it for the video. If you really want to stay motivated in your life, I would say don't operate only from the process of getting pleasure or masking pain. Operate from that source where you really want to enjoy the journey, enjoy your day, enjoy your meals, enjoy your exercise, enjoy your work, enjoy your communication with your friends, family, relatives. Enjoy each and every moment of your life. Only then you can stay on track and stay motivated forever. So if you like this video, please comment, share, subscribe, and share the video, and keep watching Life Coach.